Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
One nation, under God, with liberty and justice for all.
And welcome in to Snohomish Veterans Memorial Stadium for Friday Night Football Homecoming Edition. It's Liberty High out of Renton and your Snohomish Panthers. Amp Harrell here with you. Ron Henthorn to my left. Ronnie, what do you know?
Well, Amp, it's a nice, warm summer night here in October for a football game on Friday night. We got Liberty coming in here out of Kingo 3A. They're 2-1, 3-2 overall, and they're a better team than some people think because they're in Kingo and they've played some pretty good, tough teams. But the Panthers, likewise, as well, are coming in here at a 4-0 league record and a 4-1 overall, with the only loss to the Glacier Peak Grizzlies, who are on top of the 4A Kinko League, or 4A WESCO League.
And picked by a lot of folks to head down to Tacoma and Mount Tahoma High for some state tournament action a little later on this season. You were talking about that schedule. I have the Liberty schedule for you. They lost their opener against South Salem High 34-28. They beat Inglemore 24-7. Heard of them? Pretty good. They lost badly, but they lost badly to Bellevue 54-13. That's going to happen to a lot of folks. They got a big win over Newport, 37-10, and last week they edged out the Juanita Ravens, 28-21. They'll finish out at home against Mercer, on the road at Hazen, and at home for the Kangaroos of Lake Washington. That's not an easy schedule there, Cap.
Oh, definitely not an easy schedule. And talking down there quickly with Liberty coach Steve Velach, he says this should be a really good game tonight, and he's not taking anything for granted with Snohomish Panthers here with their record so far this year. So he's pretty well balanced offense. Throws about 25, 30 passes a night, and we'll see what happens tonight.
We will tee it up for Snohomish High. I'll get the defensive starters, and we'll have some players to watch for Liberty as well. But set to kick off for your Snohomish Panthers, that would be Jude Lewis. Is that what I heard? 45?
Should be, yep.
And we are underway on homecoming night under those Friday night lights.
Should be Caleb Padell kicked off.
And taken to the 30 and just dog-piled. Let me set your defense first for the Snohomish Panthers. Up front, it will be Snyder, the nose, Adams and McDicken, the tackle and end, respectively. Will Backer is Strant, Sam is Podel, and Mike Backer is Maynard. The corners are Taylor and Leonard. The Panther back is also Podel, and strong safety is Flores. So we'll set it up here, 1st and 10 for the Liberty Patriots in the all-white, or excuse me, the white and blue look. Motion comes across. They will give on the jet and cut it up with Jackson Moffitt on the carry for a few.
White and blue for the Panthers, red and white for Panthers, and blue and white for the Patriots. That's red, white, and blue, right?
Fair enough. Yeah, it's a very patriotic game. Who should we watch for this Liberty Patriots squad? Oh, penalty on the play.
We should be looking at, I'm breaking up here.
Yeah, I got a little short in the feed.
I don't know.
There we go.
I don't know if it's that there. Maybe that. Okay, here we go.
The joys of live TV.
Ron Klein, number 17, the quarterback out there, is one of the top players on the team tonight. And look for running back Jackson Moffitt, number 12, and Nathan Dienert, number 11, out there.
We'll get some more names in a bit. The penalty was against the Pats, and it was a big one. Moves them to midfield, and a quick strike. Or excuse me, it was Nathan Dienert on the carry. Gain of about a yard. Penalty against Snohomish.
Dienert was the name I just mentioned, wasn't it? How about that?
Yep. Dienert and Moffitt have had the first two touches here for the Patriots.
Patriots moving the ball on to the Panthers' side of the field here. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Gain of a yard. Opening drive. Motion is Moffitt. Little misdirection, and they will wham it ahead. Tackle made by Gavin Maynard of the Panthers.
Got a couple on that one, I guess. So far, Liberty hasn't put the ball in the air. I would guess that you might see it this play right here.
That was the misdirection with Roan Klein, 6'3", 200, a bit of a load. I do like those numbers for the Patriots, though. Nice and easy for me to read. 3rd down and 5 from the plus 43 opening drive of the ball game. Panther defense trying to stiffen up. There's your throw to the sideline. Nice tackle, Cole Taylor on the completion from Klein to Garrison Hansis. Hit the tight end.
Well, they got the pass off, but it wasn't deep enough to get him to 1st down.
Oh, it was incomplete? He was standing on the sideline.
They did not call it. I thought he caught it.
I thought he did too, but that was why they blew it dead. As soon as Taylor flew in, he had a foot out of bounds.
Oh.
Right in front of that sea of red at the bottom of your screen.
Right behind the red post in front of me, which is blocking my vision as well.
So 4th down, they're going to go for it here.
I would.
Now they're going to quick kick it. I like that call. I really like that call from the Liberty coach, and they will down it around the 11-yard line.
Got a bit of a Liberty roll there.
But Liberty shows that they're going to go for it and then drops back for the quick kick. There was a barbecue joint back in Tennessee. Their slogan for years, you're never more than a pooch punt away from one of our stores.
That's a lot of stores, I'll say.
Believe it or not, it was only 3. You can follow our coverage on social media and on YouTube as well, or just find us online. Just search for STSPN. First drive for the Snohomish Panther offense, way back on their own 11. Hammer with the snap and the give. Swimming to the right, and a nice surge there to pay it off. That was Larson, Kyle Larson, who is not appearing on my roster for some reason.
And they gave him the first down. What number was he?
I think he was wearing 22, but he shows as 19 on my roster. Either way, he gets a good gain and a first down, gain of about 12 on the play. No, I apparently have the wrong one. Well, we'll always double check here along the way. Back to work, off the right side. Another carry for Larson and a gain of about 4. Your offense for the Panthers up front, plowing the road. Ross, King, Brandvold over the football. Aboud and Clark, some changes there up front. The backs and receivers, Maynard 11, Orgill is 20. And Stepp 82, Duran 4. Cale Hammer, your quarterback, and the fullback is Larson, as we stated. Snap. Give. Nice spin to sell it by Hammer, and a nice surge to finish that run off. Kyle Larson dragging bodies. Watch this replay. Hammer with a nice sell, and he gets out in front of his blockers for a big gain. Tackle made by Jackson Moffitt.
Well, Panthers are staying on the ground here so far, and it's working for them. They got 3 first downs in a row here. Let's see what they got going.
There's the play fake, right on cue, slings it right side, catch is made, and
good for
out of bounds. I thought the ball burped free, but Gavin Maynard on the catch. Simple little play to the sideline, and he was just stretching that ball out as finishing off the tackle, Eli Schaefer for the Pats. 2nd and 5. Broadcast is, of course, presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing. A little misdirection and a delay pitch, I believe, on the back end of that to Mason Orgill. That was an option as Cale Hammer sold it.
But they made another first down on the run.
Good job just keeping the clock moving, keeping the chains moving. And what was it that Scott Service of the Mariners said? We've got to keep the line moving.
Keep the line moving.
I love that.
And they did that today, didn't they?
Yes, they did. 4-0 win. Pass complete, left side. That was Wyatt Duran.
Good for a couple.
Excuse me, Doran. Put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. Amp Harrell, Ron Henthorn, Todd Elvig, the third man of our crew. He's pushing the buttons, and a tip of the cap to the guys in the crew in the truck, doing all the hard work.
They're just eating donuts.
Don't say that. They'll turn your mic off again. Give right side, Kyle Larson. Finally, they will bend him backwards. Eli Schaefer among those cleaning up that play.
Might have made one on that. We'll see. But they put that down. They give him one, I guess. Yeah.
Luke Antipau in there blowing it up, and Bryce Anderson for the Pats too. 3rd down and about 7. Just across midfield. First drive for the Panthers on homecoming night.
Hammer's going to go for all the marbles on a long ball this time. Nope, we get a timeout. Joey Hammer, coach for the Panthers, says, I want to talk about this. And I talked to Joey earlier in the game, and I'll tell you about that right after this timeout.
Yeah, we'll step aside for a break. No score, opening drive for the Panthers on STSPN.
You may have heard the phrase, the early bird gets the worm. Well, at Bickford Ford, the early bird gets first crack at the new 2023 Fords. Right now, order a new 2023 Ford F-150 and move to the front of the line for America's #1 truck for the last 45 years. Or start your order on the 2023 Ranger, Edge, Bronco Sport, or Explorer. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or at bickford.net.
Back here on STSPN out of the timeout. You saw something from Joey there, Ronnie.
Yeah, Joey said earlier he got to maintain that control there, and he saw something he didn't like, and let's see if he fixed it.
2-by-2, shotgun with the back left for Cale Hammer. Hard count, and he'll step back. Slings near side to the sideline.
He might have been out of bounds.
Wyatt Doran, and they're signaling he was in.
He was in. That's good. Blocked by the players down the field. But
nope, the PA announcer said it was 4th down. I didn't think he was in either. But the official on the far side, I thought he was signaling that was a catch.
Yep.
Instead, it is an incompletion, as we initially thought all the way.
Good thing my depth perception isn't that far off.
I was just trying to watch the striped shirt, and I got my signals crossed up.
Yeah, he did too.
Punt formation.
And they're not going to, oh, it's a quick punt.
Yeah, it's a little rugby style, and that's going to have a nice result to it. Taking it about the 12 and gathered him in. Sit down, boy. Kyle Gaffney.
Got a hold of numbers on the back of his shirt and held on to them.
Numbers, not the horse collar.
Yep.
That's one of the first things that they teach on defense is grab cloth and hold on, right?
That's one thing you can do, yeah.
We are presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing since, for over 70 years, I should say. Other sponsors include McDaniel's Do-It Center, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, and GNS Heating. And we're going to need those heaters eventually, I promise. It is going to get cold in the Pacific Northwest. 1st and 10 from the 19, Liberty. And they will go straight up the gut and find some room. Nathan Dennard, a 6', 170 senior, gets a first down for the Pats.
I like that little quick pass up the middle there. It looked like it might have been covered, but he went right through the rest of the players that were just standing there watching him.
Yeah, watching that replay, I like that play from Liberty. They faked the jet motion and then did sort of a quick counter tray right back up under.
It throws the linebackers in position for sure.
Everybody thought it was going to swim outside or be a pass over the top, and he's just driving the Ferrari.
There's the pass. I think he caught that.
He tried to trap it going to the ground. Nathan Dennard again.
They gave it to him.
I assure you there are other players out there for Liberty other than Nathan Dennard, Jackson Moffitt, and the quarterback, Ron Klein. But they're really the only ones touching the football right now. We're almost halfway home in the first. No score. 3rd drive of the game. Couple of punts. Appreciate you guys making a homecoming part of your festivities from wherever you are. Snap and a give coming around, the little delay handoff. I think that was Kellen Kabata, number 5 on the run. Nope, excuse me, 6, not 5. Jackson Thorson. Not a whole lot there.
Jackson, the junior out of Liberty, should be seeing some pretty good playing time tonight.
But
covered up good by the Panthers.
You don't see a ton of those South Kinko schools. Just don't get up this way that much.
No, speaking of tons, these kids from Liberty don't have much weight advantage either. They've got only a couple of kids over 200 pounds.
Underneath, a little slice play, and yeah, nothing really there. I was trying to unstack it, and I didn't see who had the carry. Following the block of number 73, Jackson Topol, 5'11", 175, and a lineman, to your point. Where's the beef? Probably down at Fred's Rivertown Ale House.
Oh, Panthers got a couple guys over 300, so they're going 200 against 300. That's a big difference.
Yeah, if you're going force on force, I'd back Snohomish every time in that one. 4th and 2, ball on the ground. You'll just pick it up and have to run with it and just get decked.
Almost made it back to the line to gain.
Gavin Maynard gets that turnover on downs. Just this was be careful country. It hits him in the hand, and Ron Klein tries to make something out of nothing. So 1st down and 10 on the turnover on downs. So defense rules in this one, buddy.
Well, Panthers moved the ball on the ground last time they had the ball. I'm sure they're going to try that same strategy again.
Snap, give, Larson off right end. And got a few. Tackle on the play by, we'll go with Brandon Todd. Gain of about 4, maybe even call it a full 5, out to the 40-yard line. I like this approach from Coach Hammer on homecoming against a different kind of opponent. Just keep it simple.
So far, working good for him.
Picking his spots and finally getting cleaned up on the backside. Mason Orgill, change of pace back. Just a simple jet, and he cuts it up into that B or C gap. I couldn't quite see it. Gain of about 2, maybe 3, brings up 3rd and short. See what we can get on this important third down. Hands on his hips, Bryce Anderson, 6'2", 195, and a rock on that line defensively for Liberty. Snap, give. Nice hole, good vision, and keeping the legs churning. That should be enough for the first down, I think. Yes, depending on where they spot it, but I think he got that first down, Kyle Larson.
I'm sure he did, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he got farther downfield than I initially thought.
And Wade Trelogan on that finish tackle of that for the Patriots there.
Cameron Hines among those plowing the road. Snap, give, and wow, that was the quarterback playing linebacker, Roan Klein. He picked the right gap and stopped that one for no gain at best.
Yeah, I was noticing that earlier.
Flag on the play.
The Patriots don't have a lot of talent if they got their starting quarterback playing linebacker.
Oof, that's tough. You get a no gain and you get a holding call while letting a dude in your backfield. Well, I went to a school that was 5A, 6A, whatever the highest level was at that time, and it was very common to see a lot of two-way players there, the quarterback, linebackers. I remember a sequence where a punter played split end, tight end. He got an interception on defense, caught a touchdown pass 2 plays later, kicked the extra point, and kicked off.
Yeah.
And soccer was his best sport.
Well, that's what happens when you're in a smaller school.
That wasn't small, though. That's the problem. Running for his life, hammer, and he gets a penalty flag here as well. That should probably be a hold to make matters even worse.
Yeah, that's going to bring him back another 10. So, yeah, speaking of size, though, Liberty's a breakout off the Issaquah School District. Used to be only one school down there in Issaquah, and then Liberty kind of down toward Renton broke off the district and about, 15 years or so ago.
That would explain a lot, because I was saying earlier today, I don't know much about Liberty, and the talk around the bullpen in the office was, oh, yeah, they're down in Issaquah. And then I look them up, and no, they're in Renton. Well, you're both right.
You're both right, yeah. And just on their roster, they only got about 40 kids on their roster, where the Panthers got more like 80,
And you hit the nail on the head. Not a ton of beef, not a ton of size for Liberty. So the fact that Snohomish is, having to hold to protect their quarterback and that bad things are happening to good people out there, that's not going to make Coach Hammer happy.
It's going to be first down in a bunch.
First down in Cathcart Way, just about.
It's going further back yet. What?
Well, it's a 10-yard spot foul, I think.
Yeah,
and they were running around like crazy, so that you had to figure out where did the hold happen.
It's like 25, first and 25 or more.
First down and a lot. And a give around the right side.
Got about 4 of them there.
Larson got tackled by Wade Trelogan. Trelogan, a useful, versatile little guy. I say that with love as a 5'7.5" guy.
Scoreboard finally caught up with us. It's 2nd and 33.
Sure. From the 44 now.
Behind the goal again.
Panthers moving backwards. Trips to the left. Straight drop. 3-step drop. Gonna air this one out.
Oh, should have been intercepted.
Should have been intercepted and very nearly a penalty. Doran got beat, and he did a good job of keeping his hands to himself. Dennert got position. Let's see what happened. Did he get beat at the point of attack? Well, it goes out of our frame. But
he's covered good all the way, yeah.
He gets position, and it's who can jump higher.
Yeah, Doran. Good thing Doran didn't get his hands on his back, or he would have been called.
Yeah, I was a little bit because this officiating crew has thrown some flags lately. We'll recognize them after this 3rd and 33 play. And keeps it himself. No, he did a delayed handoff again.
Yeah,
they like that delay handoff or pitch.
Yeah.
To Orgel.
Faked me out, too. I looked around the red post in front of me. I thought he still had it. Fortunately, the Patriots didn't think he had it, so that was good.
Yeah, basically no gain, maybe a gain of about a yard, and it's going to be 4th down and forever. But let's recognize those officials, if you don't mind, while we get this punt ready.
Yeah, the head referee down there in the white hat is Jeff Broughton. He's right there. And umpire down there today is Luke Mormer. Line judge is Ross Moe. Nice punt down there, going to roll dead.
That was a line drive with the lineman being recognized there as it's touched up by Caden Gaffney. Go ahead.
The other two guys down there in the striped shirts are line judge Cam Wilson, and the back judge is Bob Bombich. Bob.
We've had Bob a few times on these broadcasts.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
So that was, I will say, a useful punt. It didn't look great off the foot.
Yeah.
Probably got about 10 feet off the ground at most.
Yeah, it almost made a first down for him if they'd have recovered it.
And wisely, everybody got out of the way. So Liberty, they have gone punt, and they have had a turnover on downs with a fumble on fourth. Snohomish has punted and then punted after a big loss. There is a pass to the seam.
He's going.
And just picking your spots, and down the field they go to midfield, cleaned up finally by, I'm going to have to use your roster, 40.
Maximus McDicken.
Thank you. McDicken saves the day, but it is a big first down. What I get for trusting the roster that I had on online as opposed to just picking one up when I get here. I printed out fresh rosters and they were wrong.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Thankful for Ron Henthorn for having my back on this one. First down off that big pass completion from Klein to Thorson. And back to the air they go again. Airing it out left side. Has a man.
Open.
He is wide open.
Oh, man.
Oh, missed him by about a step. And that would have been a walk-in touchdown for Moffitt.
If he could have stood up.
Yeah.
After he caught it.
You're right.
I like that pass. Just a little bit too much on it.
Little too much air under that one from Ron Klein. And you better believe that these Snohomish coaches are going to tighten that up.
Yeah.
There are some defensive backs that are going to get a chewing.
You get behind somebody and you're faster, you're going to get open. That's what it amounts to.
Yeah, well, we've been talking about the size advantage for Snohomish, but it seems like Liberty has the speed advantage. They also beat Snohomish on that pass play from the Panthers. Rolling out to the right, lobbing it deep, and caught to the 15, to the 10.
He's made it. I think he's getting there.
I think he's in. I do, in fact, think he's in. Touchdown, Liberty. It is a foot race. It is a little bit of pitch and catch. Shades of Steve Spurrier. And just drops back. Watch this. Sets his hips. Airs this one out. Puts just the right amount of touch on it. Over two defenders and gone.
And you can see the speed of that.
That's separation.
Yeah.
It's separation and beating the hand fighting and all of that.
Thorson there, 6 foot, 155 pounds, a little faster than the DBs.
Quicker than a hiccup. $1:12 left in the first. And
is that in?
Kick is up and just crawled over the crossbar. Talk about a low-flying jet. New score, 7-0. Patriots lead on the Panthers homecoming on STSPN. And we do want to thank Adrenaline Fundraising for sponsoring these broadcasts and the Adrenaline Fundraising players of the game. Also want to thank other sponsors, Gene Johnson Plumbing, Airfield Espresso, Bickford Ford, Monster Energy Drink, and of course, the U.S. Navy and the U.S. Army for keeping us safe and keeping this broadcast on the air. Amp Harrell here with you, joined, of course, by Ron Henthorn and Todd Elvig. Cast of hundreds keeping us on the air in the truck. Donuts and all. You know, they never bring those donuts up here.
No, they eat them before they get them up here.
Yeah, that's a smart play. I would too. 7-0. Liberty finds the passing attack. Here's an in-between kick that is taken by Samuel Flores, actually. I have been saying Caden Gaffney, but I had the wrong roster numbers. Flores has had himself a whale of a game already on special teams. Panthers will get some beef out there. Ryder Elton, 6'1", 312. He is going to be a linchpin of this attack, and he's somebody that you got to account for if you're this Liberty defense. Over the football is Brandvold.
Still have Kyle Hammer back at the quarterback here for the Panthers. He hands it off.
Gives it to, of course, Kyle Larson, and he will knife through, tackled by Wade Treloggan. But another big gain as that offensive line just rips holes in the front for the Patriots. Still 7-0 Liberty with the lead. Snohomish trailing on homecoming. 1-by-2 set. Snap, give, Larson. There are some guys standing and watching out there in white. I don't think that's what Coach Steve Falak is going to be happy about, because they were just letting that happen.
Well, he got a couple, but puts them up to third down, doesn't it?
Quentin Good sort of leapt for knees. He was on the backside of that play for all the wrong reasons. Second down at about 4 after the big first down run, I believe. Shotgun, 2-by-1. Motion comes across, it's Orgill. Snap, give Mason Orgill. Picks his spots and knifing his way in behind Adrian Baker.
Another first down, so that's where the Panthers have been making it work every time they've had the ball so far, that running play, a slant pattern or the swing.
And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. We'll flip the field and see if the Panthers can keep that good yardage and turn it into points. 7-0 Liberty leads on the road at Snohomish on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires.
We at Gene Johnson are here and ready to help with our touch-free service. Being clean and safe are at the top of our minds. We're using gloves, masks, shoe covers, and lots of hand sanitizer. Our software allows us to get your approval without any physical contact. We hope you don't need us, but if you do, we're ready. Gene Johnson, clean, on time, and professional.
Back to work on homecoming. Start of the second quarter on STSPN. Amp Harrell, Todd Elvig, and Ronnie Henthorn as we were ready to go, and now the officials are meeting to, well, hassle over the football, I think. Weird score in football action. Shorecrest leads Edmonds Woodway 8-7 in the first.
Wow, interesting.
A lot of 7-0 and no scores early. Cascade leads Everett 14-7, by the way. Snap and a give to Larson, and he'll pick his way for about 7 or so. That Battle of Broadway game, by the way, on our broadcast buddy, or I won't say partner, but partner, Caracao. Also, Eastlake and Lake Stevens knotted up at 7 in the first. 14-7 Cascade over Everett.
Eastlake, Lake Stevens should be a good game, and it's tied up, as you said. So
snap.
Look for that one to go either way.
Larson again. And Larson will tackle his tackler, tackles his defender. Good sportsmanship on this, everybody helping each other up. Third down, and we'll call it a long 2. Subs will check in.
Guess what? Larson isn't going to get the ball this time. He's not in the game.
Yeah, Larson's checked out for Gavin Maynard. Are we going to go to the air on 3rd down and 2 from the 25? Somebody's shouting that down in a Liberty headset. I can guarantee you that. Shotgun back to either side. No, it's a direct snap to Mason Orgill, and he will plow his way ahead across the 20 and get that first down easily. Tackled by Adrian Baker. I like that Wildcat formation for the Panthers here.
Yep, that worked for them that time.
Moves the chains, and it's not a rugby scrum if nobody's tackling you.
So far, Panthers taking care of business here.
Got to turn it into points.
Another
direct snap again to Orgill. Ball is out. Ball is out, and I think he landed on it. Pressed again by Adrian Baker, but I don't love that. Orgill was trying to make something out of nothing, and I don't know if that was 12 Jackson Moffitt that just stuck a paw in there, but now they're going to put Hammer back in. Hammer and
Larson back in.
Is that Larson, or was that 22 or 82?
There's 22. There's 22 back in. He's on it. I think it was. Yeah, he's right next to
Kyle Larson.
Next to Hammer.
2nd and 11.
And
Hammer with the give to Larson. No, it's a keeper. It's a keeper up the left side, and he does not evade the tackler. Gains about, we'll call it 8, except 3rd down and 3 or so.
Okay, it's showtime here for the Panthers. 3rd and 4 in the red zone. Who are you going to give it to, Ed?
Yeah, faked out everybody, including the cameraman.
Going to give it to Larson, right?
I would hope. Snap.
He did.
Give Larson. Big hole. Big hole.
He just made it.
I think he got that first down. And that'll bring up first down and goal for the Panthers, trailing 7-0 on homecoming. Just excellent job to swap that hole.
Hammer and Larson coming out again on first down.
Well, this is their goal line set. We've seen them do this with the Wildcat, which is unique to say the least. There's the direct snap. Orgill prancing inside the 5, driving to the 2, maybe the 1.
Seems like it's working for him. It's kind of interesting. You take Larson out of who's your big gainer.
No, Larson was out there. He was blocking. He was an up back. I just saw him on the replay.
Was he out there?
Yeah, they took Hammer out, but Larson's the up back. He's 22 right there.
Yep, they did leave him in, didn't they?
And Gavin Maynard blocking too.
There's Orgill again.
And he will try and swim over the top, and I think he's in, and he is in. Touchdown, Snohomish Panthers. Mason Orgill off the left side. I like the leap. And behind the blocks of 57 and 53, Tommy Brandvold, the center, and Connor King have some. Out of the hold of Wyatt Doran, on for point.
Let's see if the Panthers can get this one through the uprights.
Total.
Look high enough.
Up and waiting for the signal. It's good. It is good. And the Panthers have tied this thing up at 7 with 8:35 to go in the second. We'll take a break. Back after this, it's STSPN coverage presented by Les Schwab.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
And back here on STSPN, if you heard me there, I feel like this next game is going to determine how this, or next drive is how this game is going to go. Because if Liberty can put it in the air with as much ease as they did on their last offensive series, Snohomish is going to have their hands full. But if the Panthers can get a stop and keep moving the football, Ronnie, could be celebrating out on Avenue D.
Well, you know, those 2 good long air passes by Liberty going to maybe loosen up their run game a little bit too, because the Panthers there got a guard for that.
That is fair. On the return is Jackson Moffitt, one of their do-it-all backs and defenders and everything. But the problem with that run game, though, is exactly what we were talking about, is we've got an extra probably 400 or 500 pounds of dude out there trying to plug those holes. And that's why the pass attack works, is they've just got the fleet of feet.
Yeah, right down the middle of the Panther line there is number 77, Deshaun Snyder. He's listed at 305, but he looks like he's 405 from up here.
Especially when you're facing a dude that's under 200 pounds. Motion across with the tight end. They were able to hit him earlier on a pass. Thought he was offside. Snap and a give inside, and that's not Maynard, that's Dennert. Dennert follows the blocks of big guys like Eric Capiati, Eric Capati, 5'7", 200, and just a freshman out there for this Patriot squad. Hodel on the backside cleaning that up. Actually a gain of 10 yards and a first down.
Capati's one of their bigger players. He's a 200 pounder. They don't get much bigger than that for Liberty.
Nope. You have spotlighted them all. First and 10 from the 46-yard line. Motion comes across. Delay handoff, excuse me. The fake of the fake. Dennert on the run. Cuts it up for about 4 or 5. I really do like the way that this quarterback, Ron Klein, is able to sell the fakes. Because he dropped back, he had that big black wrist protector, and it looked like he had the ball in his hand. And then next thing you know, the running back is 5 yards down the field.
Yeah, he's doing a good job so far.
Just running the show. Coach Valak is not asking him to do too much. 2 receivers to the left and a pole in my way. Straight drop, airs it out, puts some zip on this thing. That is a honey, and that is a catch, and that is a touchdown. That is a wide open touchdown. Moffitt sags in behind his defender and just takes it for 6. That is just a pretty ball. Gets just enough shove on the edge from the tight end, Garrison Hanses.
Watch the defender come in and think he's going to take it away, and it's on the wrong side of the ball. That was Flores.
Samuel Flores. He got.
He didn't play the ball.
Eastern Leonard left in the dust as well, and that's what I was talking about, Ronnie. They're not going to make these huge rip-off gains inside with the mismatches on the line, but if they can pick their spots downfield, it's going to be a long night for those D-backs. Kick is good. It's 14-0. Snohomish trails. Back after this on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. They are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back here on STSPN, I called it. I called it coming back from break last time, Ronnie, that Liberty was gonna pass the football, and if they had some success, this game's gonna get a whole lot more interesting than we wanted on homecoming.
You were right on that one, Amp, for sure. And Joey Hammer's got his hands full now. What are we going to do to stop that long pass?
Yeah,
because they're going to give up the run to do it.
If I remember correctly, Coach Hammer, he's got a defensive background, but he's got another guy calling the defensive plays so that he can focus on improving the offense. The offense is clicking along quite well, but the defense is getting scorched over the top.
Ryan Mellish with the kick down to 20-yard line.
Brody Strant will pick that one up on a hop and
got maybe 7 or 8.
I want to give credit to some size there. Tyler Peschel, he's listed at 175. He hit like he was 275. He knocked 6 dudes down.
The train is moving. Get in the way.
The thing I like about this approach for Snohomish is they're not trying to reinvent the wheel. It's give left, give right, give up the middle, jet sweep, occasionally pass just to pull the linebackers out.
Joey Hammer's still staying with Cale Hammer back there at quarterback running the show.
And just as I said that, over the top, pass complete, left side, good touch on it to Gavin Maynard.
Good for 15 at least.
First down. There's the play fake. And just finds the guy in that soft spot in the zone. Tackle made by Nathan Dennert. Hey, he's basically saying, I trust my guys.
Well, it looks like Snohomish is taking a little play out of the Patriots playbook there. They'll start throwing the ball a little more, too.
Snap, give. Nice big hole ripped in there, just ducking his head, and off he goes, Kyle Larson. Fantastic work by Seth Aboud getting the start tonight.
I wish we had stats. I think Larson's probably carried the ball, 10 or 12 times at least?
I would say that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
4th drive for Snohomish. Punt, touchdown, and then the one that we're on. Snap and a little misdirection again. And a rugby scrum. Gain of about 9. Do love the fact that we have these replays here. Penalty flag on the play, though. So it's not going to matter too much what we just ran.
Caleb Cladell on that fake there, but that's going to go against the Panthers.
That was a chop block. That was a illegal block, chop block, I think, with the signals.
That's 15, isn't it?
And that's on. He signaled that it was on Snohomish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be 15.
So that'll be a big mark off here. 6:21 to go before halftime. Fans are going to be treated to a fireworks show at the half, but the fireworks are a little different on the field right now.
So first down and 25 for the Panthers. Not looking too good after that quick start.
Yeah, Coach Hammer is going to be chewing some tail in the locker room at halftime, no matter what the score is, because you hate those unforced errors. Pressure. Oh. There's a little shovel pass, and once again on the stick, Peschel.
And that's going to cause him a couple of yards loss on that play.
I like the opportunistic play by Cale Hammer. I don't love the fact that he kind of put it in harm's way, but loss of a yard.
Yeah, Tyler Pesci came up and figured that one out right off the bat.
That was the don't shoot, good shot. And Peschel, he hits like a load. Jet sweep. Blitz coming.
Screen
slings
pass.
That one into the screen, and it is broken up completely.
He actually caught it, I think.
Well, I mean, he blew it up, I should say. Luke Antipau, another one of those 200-pounders.
Oh, did he not catch that?
I think he caught it. I don't know that it necessarily matters a whole lot, but Antipau.
Well, I thought they moved the ball further forward than where he got it, but I could be wrong.
Man.
It's still 3rd down and 32.
Antipau just played the body strong on that one. And how many games have you seen where it's been 2nd and 3rd and 30 plus so many times in the half?
He's going to try to throw this one long too if he can get it off.
Fires that one to midfield and taken to the ground. I believe that's a good catch for Wyatt Doran, but it's still going to be about 10 yards, 12 yards short of the first down.
Yep, they're going to have to punt.
14-7.
Fast-paced game here. We're down to like 4:25 left to go in this second period, first half of the ball game here tonight, Amp.
Yeah, and it happens that way when you keep the ball on the ground. Running around, Caleb Podel, and he will bang this one deep, taken by Thorson. And Thorson will get what he can get.
About 7 or 8 back there.
Out to, we'll call it the 27-yard line.
They went from the 15 to the 27. About 12, I guess, huh?
Yeah, good focus on the special teams by both sides in this one. Had a little wonky extra point earlier from Liberty, but other than that, it's been very solid and practical. Everybody taking their responsibility seriously.
Well, let's see if Liberty's going to stick with your game plan and start throwing it downfield again right away with 4 to go here.
Nothing to lose as long as not picked off. Dropped it off, near side. They have found their strength. They have absolutely found their strength as they hit a little out to Moffitt.
Yeah, I think they found a little weakness in the Panther secondary there.
I didn't have to see the coach's eyes to know that they went wide. The first time they took it to the air and just overthrew the man by about 2 steps, they immediately went back to the air and got a huge chunk, and they haven't looked back. They're like, oh, oh, if we do this, then we have the edge. You got to lock up in man coverage. You've got to engage in hand fight and just prevent the get off. Snap, give, underneath, hit, dropped, pow. He does fall forward, but the initial stick by Gavin Maynard.
A little over a yard there.
I like the enthusiasm by Mason Podol. Somehow he wound up with the ball. I was like, I got it. Fumble? Mine? No. No, not quite. Good hustle, kid. Play to the whistle. Up front for the Panthers, Maximus McDicken. We talked about him earlier.
Tyler Fan looks like he might have been a little shook up there on that play. He's coming out.
Talon Fan was the ball carrier, actually, on that little slice inside, and they got about 2, trying to catch him sleeping. 3:20, and the clock is running again. Dropped it off near side.
That's going to be close to a first down, depending where he marks him here.
Jackson Thorson chased out of bounds. I think in the area was Brody Strant.
I think he should give it to him.
Roan Klein just back there doing work.
Yep, they got to give it to him.
They have turned the dial down. Oh, nope, they've flipped it back to third. It's third down and the length of a football.
I can't believe that they can't do that. That even where the yard marker is, that looks like a first down. That is a first down.
Okay, they are going to move it. All right,
I was right.
I hope the coaches knew that, but the chain gang did not. Back to work they go immediately, and they'll continue to work that soft side. A little aggressiveness in the tackle by Easton Leonard, but they're still going to get chunk plays.
That looks like they're giving him plenty of room on that little swing to just make it in there.
I mean, I've got to watch. I just saw the replay, but I've got to watch the battle on the line, because even if you're playing zone, you can't let them get a free release like that.
That's pretty quick, though. That was probably off in the 3 or 4 count.
Well, you gotta jam your dudes on the line. I know. Sorry, my coach Amp is coming out here tonight, but this is frustrating. Motion down the line, snap and a give underneath, and spinning forward for a bit. Nathan Dennert.
Good for about 4 or 5.
Following the block of Eric Capatti again.
I think Liberty's working the clock here a little bit, trying to keep it moving towards the end zone here before the clock runs out in a half.
Yeah, that's the only problem with an air raid or a West Coast type of offense, is that if you hit an incompletion, the clock stops. Approaching the 2-minute warning here, which doesn't exist in high school football.
Well, you can bet this one's going in the air.
Indeed. 2nd down 6 from the 36. Shotgun single back, 2x2. Football with Noah. Motion comes across, high snap, pressure comes. He will
he's
stand
wide
in.
open. He's open.
Has his man incomplete. What a play! Right there, leaping at the perfect moment, Easton Leonard.
Just a little bit short on the pass. Didn't get it there.
Just watch this. He hangs in and takes a beating, but wide open until he isn't. It doinks off the helmet of Easton Leonard.
Unfortunate for Liberty there, and lucky for the Panthers that ball was just a little bit short. That does stop the clock with 1:48 here.
There you go. 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
2 more good passes will put them in the end zone.
Yeah, if they get that look again, you'd have to have that Superman cape hanging out of the back of Easton Leonard's jersey. Straight drop. There is the sack and the fumble, and it is recovered by Liberty.
Incomplete pass.
Oh, they're going to say incomplete pass. Wow.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
Duran Topol on the recovery if it was incomplete. Just bring the house right up the middle. That A-gap opens wide, and 4 dudes back there.
So it's 4th down. It only takes 1 down to make a few yards here.
Maximus McDicken on the stick.
Got to make 5 or 6 yards at least.
Yeah, I would go back to those slants and curls and stuff to the sidelines. They'll look on that seam. Pass is caught. 1st and 10
Slant over the middle of Thorson.
Jackson Thorson. I was actually thinking slant away. They went slant in. I can't see on the replay how that route went, if he kind of waggled out when he rounded it off. But again, excellent play selection by the Patriots.
Based on the time on the clock, I think this one's going to go a little deeper than that.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind putting it on the ground again if I'm Liberty. Try and catch him with a slice or something.
Yeah, they'd have to call a timeout. They did. They
Snap,
did.
give, hit.
Yeah, now they can call a timeout.
Yep. Tackle made by Brody Strand, and there's the timeout. Yeah, we'll take it as well, but Liberty has the lead, and they have control. With this timeout, we'll step aside on STSPN.
People say that there's no such thing as superheroes, that superhuman strength is only something you read about in comic books. They say men can't fly and they can't breathe underwater. That's because they don't know my dad.
The Navy SEAL Foundation is committed to supporting the warriors and families of naval special warfare. Join us at NavySealFoundation.org.
Back here on STSPN out of this timeout. I feel like with 1:07 left, you don't want to give the football back to Snohomish that quickly, even if you score 14-7, but now I might take a shot at the end zone. They'll air it out near side. Pass is caught, and he will get out of bounds.
I don't know if they got up. They stopped the clock.
Jackson Thorson.
Interesting.
He was angling towards the sidelines and stretching that ball out just to make sure that the ball went out. I don't know that that's quite how that works, but yeah, he did go out of bounds by about 2 yards. Klein and Thorson hooking up again. That play has been there about 4 or 5 times.
15 yards to the end zone here, Amp. Is he going to go for it all the way this time?
3rd and 1. I would go for something short and pick up the first down. And they went for something short on the ground.
Now they'll take that other timeout.
Jackson Moffitt. Well, the clock will stop if they got the first down.
Yeah, he'll take the timeout anyway.
Yeah. Oh, so they will take the timeout. So fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 19. And they're not going off the field. So
no,
you faked me out there.
The coach came out like they were going to call the timeout. He walked halfway out of the field.
Well, the chain gang still doesn't know that it's a first down. Scoreboard says that it's a first down. The chain gang does not, and now the officials are taking control of things down there.
They're going to measure?
I'm not sure what's happening. I guess they are going to measure.
They got the ball way ahead of the marker. Yeah, it's first down. No, they're going to measure it.
Yeah, they are going to measure here, and this is just a little awkward. The chain gang has not been on the same page as everyone else here.
All right, way to go, cameraman. Zoom in there. Let's see what we got.
Length of chain. They will mark it off, and according to this, it's a first down by about half the football. Your eyes are better than most.
Yeah. They're better than yours.
Better than mine, yes. Then again, I need to find out what happened to the rest of the Hubble Space Telescope. Now that we got the James Webb up there, I need some new specs.
Needs some new specs, yeah.
So 1st and 10 after all of that.
They start the clock running right now.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's running,
so they did not take the timeout.
They got plenty of time to use.
I'd go fade back corner. Sprint pass right side, fade front corner, incomplete.
No, I think he caught it inbounds.
No, it went through his hands.
Oh, he didn't catch it.
He dove the opposite direction, and it went right through the wickets.
I was looking at the screen down here. I wasn't looking at the reel.
That only took about 3 seconds off the clock, so that's a smart, quick strike play. Snohomish is maybe not gassed, but they're left grasping at straws right now. And I saw Coach Hammer on the sidelines, and you can still see him trying to get his reserves to get into this game. He is not a happy camper right now.
Swing left. Open.
Sprint pass, right side, fires medium range, caught, and fighting for either the pylon or the out-of-bounds marker. They won't get either. First and goal for Liberty, and they'll burn a timeout here for sure.
I don't know if it's showing the replay or not, but he had a man open in the end zone on that one, too.
Yeah, you're not going to see it backside, but dropped that one off complete for Moffitt.
He's like on the 1 yard line.
It's a first and goal. I think he was out at about the 3 or 4. The scoreboard says 2, and now they're going to call that timeout, I believe.
I think Snohomish called the timeout.
Oh, Snohomish called the timeout. Yes. Wow. Okay, we'll take it as well, regardless of who took it. First and goal for Liberty when we return on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Back here on STSPN, Liberty out of the Snohomish timeout. Liberty still has 2 timeouts left with the football. First and goal from the 2.
They could afford to run it, but you think they're going to throw it.
I would not go away from the pass right now if I'm the Liberty Patriots. I'm wrong. They give right side.
And he got it.
And here in the end zone for the touchdown. They made the right call either way.
Well, they didn't make the Denver call. That's what.
I was trying to not say that there, buddy. So a touchdown for the Patriots. Nathan Dennert on the 2-yard scamper, and it is 20-7. Extra point pending off the toe of Ryan Mellish. Snohomish, after burning that timeout, they do get the football back before the half.
With 25 seconds probably.
And they'll get it back coming out of the break as well. The kick is up, and it is good. And it is a 21-7 Liberty lead on Snohomish homecoming night. We'll take a break. Back after this on STSPN. Back here on STSPN, 21-7. Liberty, using that air raid, has been able to get Snohomish on their heels.
Air raid and the small size and the quickness is overpowering those big, heavy dudes on the Panther line there because they don't need to run through them. They can go around them or over them.
You know, that's a good point. Is that with the size, you not only don't have speed, it oftentimes is a liability. That if you're going to get in a foot race, you're going to lose. Snohomish has seen that, and they've got to engage these receivers when they start their breaks.
Ryan Mellish back to give this ball a big ride.
Sorry, Coach Amp again. He doesn't give it a big ride. It's almost an onside kick.
Got to eat up the clock.
Squibs through there, and Brody Strant with his second return of the day. And the clock bleeds a second or two. It's 19 seconds left.
7 white shirts in on that tackle.
So back to work. Go the Panthers. Cale Hammer has gone all the way at quarterback with the exception of the Wildcat formation.
Well, Snohomish needs a Hail Mary here, I think, to make things happy for them at the halftime. But Liberty's kind of ruining their homecoming night tonight.
You'd want to go with some edge out kind of plays. 19 seconds is way too long to just chuck the heck out of it. But you only have 1 timeout left, too. Motion comes across, and it is a play fake and a drop off near side. They will blow it dead immediately. I'm not quite sure what happened with that, but Maximus McDicken on the grab.
Joey's not calling the timeout.
And that'll do it.
Yeah. They're letting the clock.
They'll just let the clock. Oh, did they call the timeout here? With 2 seconds left, and now they'll go for the Hail Mary?
The ball went back. I thought he caught that ball.
I thought he caught the ball on near the sideline here.
The ball's back to the original line of scrimmage.
Huh. Odd. I guess he didn't catch it in bounds.
Let's see what the white shirt's got to say. Incomplete.
Oh, wow. And now Coach Hammer wants to come out and have a chat with Jim Broughton.
Incomplete. He wants the time back on the clock. He did.
Oh, he did, and he got the time back. All right. 14 seconds left. Officiating crew's been pretty much on the spot for this one.
Yeah.
So from the 42, motion comes across again. Trips to the left now. Play fake. Pressure comes.
Hammer's in trouble.
Hammer eludes 2-3 guys, and he throws that one that was nearly picked off.
Yeah.
Converting to a D-back there was Mason Orgill.
Yeah, Nathan Orgill stopped an interception for sure.
Watch the footwork. He eluded, I think, 2, and then the third. The third guy got to him and affected the throw, and he underthrew it to Orgill.
Yep.
7 seconds left as they 7 seconds left as they clipped it down.
Maybe we got to throw it to somebody besides Mary this time.
Perhaps.
Hail Susan. No, he's just going to run.
He's just going to keep it himself, and he's got some room. Convoy, actually it wasn't keeping it himself, it was to Kyle Larson, and that will do it for the first half.
I think that was a sellout for the half for the Panthers there rather than throwing it up.
Well, I mean, hey, the thing that has gotten them this far and has gotten them their 7 points was keeping it on the ground with Kyle Larson.
21-7.
Liberty with the lead and all the momentum. Snohomish has controlled the ground game, but it hasn't turned into points. And they've got a lot of things to work on in the locker room, Ronnie.
Yep, we'll come back and see what they figure out.
Yeah, we'll step aside for the halftime festivities here, possibly muted festivities.
Yeah, fireworks maybe even, I understand.
Yeah, for homecoming night. But Snohomish, the home folks, have got some work to do. 21-7 Liberty. Back after this, it is STSPN Homecoming Football presented by Les Schwab Tires.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from another guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boat.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race. Look at this! To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back. Hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
You may have heard the phrase, the early bird gets the worm. Well, at Bickford Ford, the early bird gets first crack at the new 2023 Fords. Right now, order a new 2023 Ford F-150 and move to the front of the line for America's #1 truck for the last 45 years. Or start your order on the 2023 Ranger, Edge, Bronco Sport, or Explorer. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or at bickford.net.
Continued support of Snohomish High School and our community. Now let's meet this year's 2022-23 homecoming coach. Introducing today's
Rivertown Ale House was established in July of 1994 and is located at 1114 First Street in historic downtown Snohomish. Each time you visit the ale house, you may expect to find new beers and new food choices. Fred's Rivertown Ale House is well known throughout the beer community. Oftentimes, we are the first choice for breweries to introduce new beers, limited or specialty beers, and beers you just won't find anyplace else. At Fred's, we like to say that once we get you through the front door, our friendly service, relaxed family atmosphere, and our quality food and beverages will keep you.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at GS
McDaniel's
Heating.
Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
You may have heard the phrase, the early bird gets the worm. Well, at Bickford Ford, the early bird gets first crack at the new 2023 Fords. Right now, order a new 2023 Ford F-150 and move to the front of the line for America's #1 truck for the last 45 years. Or start your order on the 2023 Ranger, Edge, Bronco Sport, or Explorer. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or at bickford.net.
In majoring in biology with a focus in neuroscience. Cassidy is joined by her parents Nathan O'Neill and Heather Hertzberger.
Fair Rice, that's scored by Jacob Rice. Heather has been involved in the SD as a public relations officer and as a senator. She's also involved in other clubs, including Spanish Club, National Honor Society, Badminton Club, Lincoln and Kindness Club. After graduating high school, Heather plans to go to a 4-year university to study forensic or astronomy. She'd also like to study abroad in Europe to fulfill her desire to travel. Megan is joined by her parents, Scott and Rosa Rice.
Sarah Rogers, escorted by Jackson Weeks. At Snohomish High, Sarah has participated in Panther soccer, basketball, track and field, and tennis. After high school, Sarah will be attending the University of Idaho to continue playing soccer and pursue criminology psychology at the University of Idaho. Sarah picked the University of Idaho because of the personalized academic and athletic programs they offer. She knows she will be well supported in her future goals. Sarah is joined by her parents, Jason and Jolene Rogers.
Macy Taylor, escorted by David Doty. Over Macy's 4 years at SHS, she has been involved in cheer, ASB, and is currently our ASB treasurer. In the future, Macy plans to go to college and expand her education to become a physical therapist. Macy is joined by her parents, Dusty and Bridget Taylor.
And now, Snohomish High School's homecoming queen of 2022, Elaine Wong, escorted by Finn Raper. Elaine is involved in diversity club, children's club, and art club after school. She's joined by the National Honor Society. She joined the National Honor Society and took part in Wing Crew. She also is involved in track and field. After high school, Elaine hopes to attend the University of Washington and major in computer science. She wants to work in game development. She also hopes to get a cat of her own in the next few years. Elaine's parents were unable to attend tonight, so she is joined by Joe and Shannon Raper.
And now is your honor to ask Elaine to say a few words.
Good evening, Snohomish Panthers and Liberty Patriots. My name is Elaine Wong, and I am so honored to be here tonight at Snohomish High School's 2023 homecoming camp. I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to be representing the student body of Snohomish High School that I have come to love. I want to first give recognition to the graduating class of 2023. We are the class that is bringing back tradition to Snohomish High School, and that is what makes the class of 2023 so special. We are the class that is finally bringing back... Oh, I'm sorry. Every single student here today is contributing to the character and traditions that Snohomish High School takes pride in. While talking about traditions, I want to acknowledge the parents, teachers, and especially the alumni here in the stand tonight who have set these traditions and helped us carry on the Snohomish High School spirit. You have taught us that pride and spirit can be more than just going to games, serpentine, assemblies, and spirit weeks. Pride also means having a community that strengthens every single one of us. With the unwavering support of every single one of you, Snohomish will reign spirited and proud of our traditions that will keep our community thriving and devoted. I didn't start out being part of the Snohomish district, but after transferring, I quickly learned that Snohomish is prideful of the community for a reason. I felt welcomed and belonged, and it didn't take long for me to be prideful of this community as well.
SWCC is an acronym, and it stands for Special Warfare Combatant Craft Crewman.
You know, you can stand across from the guy and say, you know what, he's got your back. And, you know, that's the guy you're counting on. If something goes wrong, he's going to be there.
In the end, we're fighting for each other.
Here on the team, you know, about 22 of us on the boat. You know them personally, so you know exactly whose life you have in your hands.
Everyone's come together, and everyone's sole mission is to do their job individually as best they can to benefit everyone else in the boats.
I got a brotherhood, and it's a real brotherhood, and it's a loyal and honest brotherhood, and that's what matters.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
It's like a loop machine. It's like a loop machine. Going around town, trying to get down. It's like a loop machine.
big fireworks show presented by the DECA Club.
Well, we had fireworks at halftime. We had fireworks in the second quarter here. So Liberty running away with this so far, 21-7. But there are probably fireworks in the locker room for Snohomish there, don't you think?
Yes. I don't think that those boys from Snohomish will be able to sit down for a while. They got a backside chewing. Absolutely. Keys to the game or second half adjustments for me on defense for Snohomish. They have got to do better in engaging and stopping and fronting the wide receivers and tight ends and even the running backs. Anybody who can catch a pass needs to pay the price for it, maybe even beforehand. Running game has been solid for Snohomish.
Been solid, but you're right on the defense. I think Snohomish needs to kind of play more a little man-to-man instead of staying back in that zone, giving them a 5 or 10 yard easy shot.
We'll see the offense and see if they can answer back. Trailing 21-7 on homecoming. The kick is taken by Parker Jackson. Parker Jackson gets a little seam, runs him over. Beep, beep. Just plowed it through Ryan Mellish. He tried to be a hero, and he paid the price for it.
Probably got close to 40-yard return on that kick.
That was a thing of beauty for Parker Jackson.
Parker's fired up coming out of the half. I'll see if anybody else is.
Climb on my back. I will lead. Yeah, the smoke that you are seeing floating through, that's not fog, that's not wildfire smoke, that's just the fireworks. It still hasn't cleared. Kale Hammer, snap give, Kyle Larson, big hole, big hole!
Carl's gone.
Look out,
He's
one
gone.
man to beat. He will take a great angle and walk into the end zone. Touchdown, Kyle Larson. And the Panthers strike back. Just an absolute rip. Just follows in that hole. I think that was Adams, or no, it was Abood. It was Abood and Brandvold who just cleared it out.
Well, they went behind the big, beefy lineman there and got through. So Liberty let them get back in.
This is what Snohomish needed, as Jason Marshall will run out on special teams. I like the jackets broken out on the sideline.
That was no good, I don't think.
It was blocked, so pay attention to that. Point left on the field. I'll tell about the changing of the seasons in a bit. Snohomish down 21-13 on STSPN. Oh, we're going to keep it right here, actually. What I was going to say was that the cheerleading squad has busted out the black jackets. It's getting a little cooler. It's getting a little bit more fall-like in October.
Yeah, probably is. You know, we were at the 70-some degrees during the day today, and we're dropping down close to 60 or a little lower at night here. So it's fall, even though it looks like summer during the day.
Yeah, we're going to eventually get cooler, and that's when you'll need perhaps GNS heating. Might want to turn to them and make sure that your system turns on, or if you don't have one, like my place, might want to get one. Just saying.
Or close your windows.
That too. 21-13, the blocked extra point. Let's hope that that's a non-factor in this one, but generally speaking, a missed special teams play makes a big difference in this contest.
Get a pull back for the Panthers here, see if he's going to go long.
And he will kick it high and medium depth. Decent block, and returning is Jackson Moffitt. And pretty decent field position for the visitors from Renton. So now you've got to wonder, how is that pass attack going to work against whatever defensive adjustments Snohomish made?
Well, I guess we'll figure that out here in a minute, Ant, but I look for the Liberty Patriots to do about the same thing they did in the first half. Just keep playing their game plan.
Taylor, Leonard, Jackson, Flores, and Caleb Podol, the 5 men in that defensive secondary. Little delay, and that's a false start.
That's an offside here. Number 6 kept looking at the line judge if he's offside. I could see he was offside the whole way.
He was just straight up offside. Okay, see, yeah. I thought that somebody moved.
Yeah, he was lined up offside and never did get back. Fundamental error there
Well, there have been a lot of those on the Snohomish side that they're looking to correct. A lot of false starts and holds and stuff like that.
I'm actually surprised. He was looking at the line judge, and the line judge was waving him back. He just didn't get back far enough.
Get back. The 3 get back coach comes in. 21-13, Snohomish trails. 1st and 15 now. There's that little out.
Yeah.
Just that soft zone again. You find the spot, and you find Jackson Thorson.
Yeah, Jackson Thorson, that same play they called, he just ran it, moved back 5 yards and ran it.
Yeah. I mean, that's just your basic little 8-yard curl.
Thorson's going out, and we got Mason Rowe coming in to work the other wide receiver side.
Dennert and Moffitt, watch out for them.
2nd and about 3, I guess.
Adams, the defensive tackle, still out there for Snohomish up front. They've got the size advantage. Standing flat-footed, dumping it off complete into double coverage. Pass is complete to Nathan Dennert, and they'll just take those little chunks.
Yeah, well, that time Maynard got in there, but he didn't get there fast enough. Gave him just a little too much room. Pass got off before he could even get there. So if you can see when they line up, they're just giving him that 5 yards, and if you got 5 yards, you're going to get the ball if he gets it off to him.
Jackson Thorson back into the game. He'll line up the short side, which is the near side. They've occupied that left hash pretty much the whole time. They love working the short side to this way. There's this one out tipped up, and he'll go up and get it himself. A little extra shove on the backside of it, but Thorson made it interesting.
That's a fun one to watch. Let's see that again.
He'll get back on side, and then he'll just sit down. And he didn't tip it. It was tipped up by Easton Leonard.
One of the two of them. I couldn't tell whose hand actually hit it.
But Leonard got there and sort of swatted it. So you notice already the change in approach and philosophy coming out of the locker room.
Patriots are throwing Brittner every time now. So.
Tight end to the left. Thought that was a false start. Snap, give nothing. Absolutely nothing. Tackle made. Caleb Podol playing in the hole on that Dennert run.
Your nothing was about almost 2 yards, but that's close enough.
Well, it felt like nothing. He fell forward.
3rd and about 4, I think.
Well, and I will say this, Ronnie. When you're 6 foot and you fall forward, you can turn nothing into something.
Yep. That's probably what he did.
3rd down 4, 2 minutes gone by second half. Roan Klein under center with 2 backs behind him. Straight drop, sprint pass, right open. Side, complete.
And then
first down and more, breaks a tackle and then scoots out of bounds around the 15. In the area, Flores and Taylor, but that connection.
I think he's down on like the 19 is where they're putting the ball.
That connection was solid all night already.
Yeah, he stepped out on 19, yeah.
Looks like the tackle made by Maximus McDicken on the sideline.
Well, there's the game plan of Liberty, just like we talked about. Occasional run, let's throw those screen passes, those flare-out passes, flat passes. And
just chuck the tater and make them stop you. New receiver out there, Mason Rowe. He's to the far side, single receiver near side. Now go with a delay right side with Dennert.
And he's going to be close to the first down as he knocked over the line marker there.
Get what he can get.
Let's see where they place the ball down.
Oh, that was just an inside trap. Nothing.
Put the ball on a 10-yard line. I think not going to quite give it to him.
Nothing cute about that. I mean, heck, I wouldn't mind if I'm Liberty just running it again. Just run off tackle left or.
Well, it's only 2nd down. He got a lot of choices right here. Pick up the first down. That's what he did. And then some.
A big hole right side for Dennert, just splitting through defenders and finally tackled by Gavin Maynard.
Well, that worked twice in a row. You think we ought to try it 3 times?
No, I'm thinking back corner or back right pylon fade.
Okay.
Just if I'm Liberty, I'll put Jackson Thorson out there, have him square up and show the number and find me. I've been wrong before in goal-to-go situations. Liberty with a lead by 8. Oh, they'll go Thorson on the far side, actually. Plenty of room to work. And they will keep it on the ground, and he will surge forward.
He got close.
He got close, but no, he got in. Okay.
They give it to him.
See the replay here. Staring into somebody's backyard. But on for point with Ryan Mellish. He's just a pretty quick hitter. Second man through. Oh, good job by the fullback to swab the hole.
It was Dennert, wasn't it?
I think it was Dennert, yeah. And so now the pass has set up the run. Whistle stop play here before the kick. Is this an offsides?
Yeah, we have to wait for the signal from the white hat here.
Dead ball. Yeah. Oh, he signaled the wrong way. Dead ball, offsides on the defense. So now you play that three-dimensional space chess, or four-dimensional space chess. You're a foot closer.
Yeah.
Do you try and get that two, knowing you've got a point in your pocket with the blocked extra point?
I'd take the point. You need it.
Yeah, they're going to take the extra point, but when you get that half the distance, sometimes you overthink. Kick is up. Kick is good. And it is 28-13. Snohomish trails. We'll take a break. 8:44 in the third. We're presented by Les Schwab Tires. This is STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Back to it here on STSPN. Amp Harrell, Ron Henthorn, Todd Elvig on the ones and twos. And, of course, a solid cast back in the truck. Donuts are completed. They did let me know that in my headset. They're locked in.
Ryan Mellish going to kick off here for Liberty this time.
Speaking of people who are locked in, the Liberty Patriots almost combined to a super team there. But Liberty up 28-13. Passing to set up the run, Ronnie.
Yeah. Well, let's see if they can stop the run from the Panthers here, because the last time they got the ball, they scored immediately. So
high hop and
a good stumble return.
Parker Jackson gets taken down by Tyler Peschel. Peschel, just a load. Linebacker, tight end, and a special teamer as well, 32. He hits like a ton of bricks. 28-13. Snohomish has got to keep this ground game working.
Well, it's an offensive game so far. We'll see if Liberty can put the stops on the Panthers here.
Two-score game. Snap.
Guess who got the ball?
Yeah. You get three guesses, and the first two don't count. That would be Kyle Larson on the run behind the block of the big fella, Ryder Elton.
I'm gonna give Carl Larson a nickname. I'm gonna call him Guess Who.
I like calling him NASCAR.
Yeah, NASCAR. That's a good name too.
I like going fast. Speaking of going fast, Mariners went fast in the first inning.
Split right. Looks like they're gonna throw a big one down the side. Nope.
Pressure comes, and he is bottled up and goes down.
That was about a 4-yard loss. He didn't get that pass off at all.
And now we're getting a little chippy. We're getting a little fired up over there. I think it was a quarterback sack by Garrison Hanses. That was a tough go for Cale Hammer. And now playing behind the sticks again. 3rd and 15.
Gonna have to air this one out big time, I think.
Yeah, two-score game, about halfway through the third. It's too early to make it a 4-down territory type of thing, so they'll cascade 3 to the right, wide side.
3 on 3. Here comes 4.
And he will hesitate and take off. And a hit after a gain of about 6, and that'll bring up the punting unit.
I don't think that was a wise choice for Cale to do that.
He pump faked to try and freeze the backers, but he still had a whole host of white shirts to outrun. And it'll bring up 4th and 9. Live to fight another day, but you're going to need a stop. Like, that's all there is to it. You are going to need a stop because you can't go down 3 scores here this point in the third.
Oh, almost bobbled the punt.
And Caleb will kick this one into the lights. And it will take a friendly bounce and roll dead about the 34. That's where it will be touched by special teamer Andrew Siemens. Siemens has played well on defense in this season, at least to this point that I've seen. Actually just realized I've missed a few games here. This is game 6. We're past the halfway mark.
We are past the halfway mark, and Snohomish hasn't got a lot of room to breathe here. If they don't get through this game with a victory, they got a possible easy game next week against Sherwood, but then they go against Monroe, and that's going to be a tough battle for them because Monroe is one of the top 10 teams in the state.
And I had a score update. I'll get to that in just a moment. But Monroe is the only team ahead of them in league right now. Snap and a give and a big hole.
Let's see if the young, nope. I thought he might be able to outrun him there.
Jackson Moffitt finally taken down by Parker Jackson and the sideline. Sideline gets at least a half a tackle, but he goes second level, he goes third level, 1 man, actually 2 men to beat. Ooh, Jackson got a little handsy there, almost got the face mask. But another huge rip play, this time on the ground. You got to respect the pass, and Liberty had the perfect play dialed up.
Right around the outside there and took off.
Wide splits, 1-by-2 set.
This is an interesting formation on that side of the field.
Jet motion, and they will give on the jet, I believe. Nope.
Went up the middle a little way.
Okay, they did. They gave on the jet. What I get for trying to watch both the game and the monitor. I have to pick one. Still, another objective for Liberty. Keeps the clock moving. And, oh, by the way, they got 5 yards.
Yeah, second 5 or 6.
Standings in 3A. I'll get to in a moment after the play. That jet motion. Big contact blowing it up, but they do run on the jet.
Boy, he's close. He got it.
And he dives into the end zone.
Touchdown.
For a touchdown with a penalty flag down.
That may come back.
If it stands, Jackson Moffitt gets another 6.
I think it's coming back.
I was kind of walled off by where they were on the field. It does look like it's coming back.
They think it's coming back.
Holding against Liberty.
Holding against Liberty. So Snohomish coming into this game 4-0 in league, ahead of Monroe, which is 3-0. But on the overall standings, Monroe 5-0, Snohomish 4-1.
They pick the ball all the way back from the 23-yard
Second point. That's a big penalty.
Spot foul holding, so.
Look for this one to go airborne.
And nope, they'll keep it on the ground again, and he will get to the pylon. He will walk in, touchdown around the edge. Nathan Dennert with great field vision, and he will find the end zone. Just watch. First man through, he'll get it about 8 yards down the field, then he'll pop to the outside. Didn't need the block, but he had Jackson Taylor there to spring him if need be.
Well, just like that, Liberty is just taking control of this game away from the Panthers. It's like they've almost given up on the run game, worrying about the passing game.
And that has led to the running game gashing them. Chunk plays, splash plays. On for point. Mellish boots it up, and it's not pretty, but it's effective. And that will make this 35-13. I'll have a scoreboard update when we return. This is STSPN's coverage of high school football presented by Les Schwab Tires.
We are all frustrated with the high cost of heating and cooling our homes. At GNS, we are completely changing the way you keep your home comfortable. Because we are Snohomish County's premier Lennox dealer, we can design a perfect system for you, one that will save you a lot of money on your utility bill. The Lennox Home Comfort System creates the ideal home environment. Enjoy innovation in every season with precise, quietly efficient Lennox heat pumps that keep your life simply perfect. Call GNS Heating, Cooling, and Electric today or visit us at gsheating.com.
Back to work here on STSPN. 35-13 your score. Liberty with the lead on Snohomish's homecoming. I do have some scores to pass along. Monroe at the half, last update I had, leading Shorewood 35-8. So that's worth keeping an eye on. Monroe would improve to 6-0. And unless Snohomish can turn things around here in the third and the fourth, they would fall to 4-2 overall.
Ryan Mellish back for the punt kickoff here.
Taking it to 21. And cutting it up in is Samuel Flores. Other scores of note, Edmonds Woodway over Shorecrest 34-8 in the second. Linden leads Archbishop Murphy 49-3 in the third. Sultan getting blanked. Kings out of Seattle with a 42-0 lead over the Turks at the half.
Linden's one of the top teams in the state, by the way. I don't know, like in the top 10.
Also, other games of note, Cascade leads Everett at the half 34-7. And Lake Stevens, speaking of top teams in the state, 28-7 over East Lake in the third. Back to work goes Hammer. He will give, coming around, Mason Orgill. Orgill will follow his blocks downfield. Get what he can get. Following the block of Connor King. Also like the team effort there, getting out there and trying to make a block. Kyle Larson blocking for his teammate.
Yeah.
No egos out here.
2nd and 1. Who are you going to give the ball to?
I want to give it to 22.
Give it to what's his name?
Yeah, that guy.
He did.
He did. And he will get around the edge and gets to the second level and gets the first down and much, much more and launches Jackson Moffitt. Oh, flag down.
You and I knew that. How come those 11 guys in white shirts didn't know that?
Well, you know what's coming. You can only hope to contain it. But a hold will make that even harder to contain, Ronnie.
Yeah, it's coming back.
So much laundry. My laundry day is Saturday. It's a little too early for this much dirty laundry to hit the field.
Well, it's not as bad as another game I did earlier a week ago. There must have been 30 flags in that game. That was crazy.
Yeah, this
I thought it was flag football myself.
This is one of those games that, regardless of the score, a lot of folks are going to say, just burn the tape. But no, you're going to learn from this. You are going to watch this until you're sick of it. If you're a Snohomish Panther player, there are things you can learn. Cross trap, coming near side Larson, and they will gang tackle him. Interesting combination there as Roan Klein and Adrian Baker, linebacker and lineman, corral him. And that was a second down and short after the penalty. Brings up a third down and half a football.
Yeah, well, they're going to run it again, I'm sure. Probably Larson.
I would think. Cale Hammer could get out on the edge, though, if he wants to. Play fake. Going over the top, and pass is caught for a first down. That is Wyatt Doran. Ball came loose. Are they going to say, Maximus McDicken? Okay, they are going to call him down. The ground can't cause a fumble. No replays in high school ball. I think we're fortunate.
Yeah.
That was tough. You got to go with the call on the field.
He was right there, so he saw what he saw.
McDicken.
I don't fault the referees for being out there. They're doing the best they can.
And we need more of them. Nice snap, and that time the ball did come loose, and it still comes loose, and it's still loose, and that's going to be probably scooped up. Yes.
Finally.
We still got to fight for it.
I think it's going to go Liberty.
I thought it went to Liberty.
Yeah.
And they're going to unstack it.
Yeah, Liberty thinks so too. And so does the white hat.
I thought Kyle Larson might have come in there and just knifed that one away, but that was trouble. That was a cross trap play that hit somebody in the face mask, and then it squirts free twice on the exchange. And I believe that was Podol trying to run it down. And then
it's fun to watch it pop out of there. Here it pops out again.
Ryder Elton flopped in trying to do the best he could, and then it finally squirts free again.
Well, when it goes bad, and not good for the Panthers here as Liberty Patriots take over on the 8-yard line.
Yeah, you think you're right. Snap, give, right side, and nice job standing him up, Brody Strand. You got to just reset the brain and get back to work. Following the block of Parker Klein, and they'll rip off a 6-yard gain.
Liberty's game plan is working well for them. That's all you can say right now.
Absolutely. Oscar Adams among those up front for the Panthers. Lucas Bosa out there at DN, 6'4", 197. Got to keep fresh legs out there. This defense has been on the field a lot in this contest. Under center is Klein. Snap and a quick handoff.
Wow,
another quick hitter.
Look out.
Big run down to the goal line.
Touchdown.
The official is saying he's short.
I thought he touched him.
He was down, but a big run once again. Talon Fan. Yeah, he was down at about the 2.
Okay, down, yeah.
And now you ask, do you throw it, do you run it? I am putting it in big fella's belly, and I say big fella tongue in cheek. That guy's $130.
Yeah, you've been running the ball like crazy. Just keep running it. You only got a yard to go here.
First down and goal to go from, call it the 2. Snap, give, Fan. Excellent job by this Snohomish defense.
Yeah, they tried it. Same play.
Mason Podol and Brody Strand, those two nearly took the handoff themselves. Minute 30 left, third quarter, 35-13. Liberty knocking on the door again after the catastrophic fumble.
3 more chances to run it in. I think they can do it.
I think so. And this is one of those Snohomish defensive line, defensive front 7, front 8. Show me something. Snap, give, around the side. They walk it in.
Yep.
Around the end instead of jamming it up the middle, Jackson Moffitt. And this game may be on ice cubes in the 3rd.
Moffitt with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
41-13, extra point pending. And if you're Snohomish, still got 13 minutes of Rock'em Sock'em football left.
Yeah, and not looking too good.
Just gotta bolt that helmet on and get back to it. That's the trouble, is when you get gashed or gassed, you still have to keep playing on through. Extra point is good. New score 42-13. Late stages, 3rd quarter. Snohomish in trouble on STSPN. STSPN's coverage of homecoming football, presented by Les Schwab Tires, doing the right thing for over 70 years. We're also sponsored by the U.S. Army, Monster Energy Drink, Bickford Ford, the U.S. Navy, Adrenaline Fundraising, who you just saw there, Airfield Espresso, Gene Johnson Plumbing, Fred's Rivertown Ale House, GNS Heating, and McDaniel's Do-It Center. Camp Harrell here with you, joined by Ron Henthorn. Ronnie.
Hey, looks like we're ready for another kickoff here by Liberty. It seems like it's happened 3 times this 3rd quarter here.
Mellish will put that one up the chimney. Turn by Flores, and he will fight around his own dude and finally get tackled out of bounds by Dane King. Late stages, first quarter, and as we were talking about in the break, this one is a completely different game than it appeared just at the start of the third quarter. Snohomish down 21-7 and nearly took one the distance. Missed the extra point, down 21-13, and now you're down 42-13.
Yes, Snohomish came out in the third quarter with a real quick score, missed the extra point, which is why it's 13 up there. But Renton, Liberty, came back and scored 3.
Yeah, they took care of the points off of turnovers and all. Pass to Mason Podol from Cale Hammer, the senior quarterback. Had to make sure I was saying that correctly here on homecoming. 44 seconds and the clock continues to bleed. Straight drop for Hammer, hesitates. Now the protection starts to break down. Works to the outside, gonna just take off. Lowers his helmet, just blows through a defender and gets the first down. He's not a small dude.
Tyler Pesci got down low enough to stop him, so that made a difference.
Cale Hammer, 6'3", 227. He's bigger than most of the guys on the other side.
Good defensive coverage on the pass, just got let Hammer get around the outside there. Otherwise, they'd have had a good stop.
About 20 seconds left, third quarter. Trips to the left. Snap, give, inside. Not going to hurt you to run the ball here late stages, third quarter. But Kyle Larson is picked up. Elias Shahan. Oh, actually, excuse me, Tyler Peschel stopped him. And Peschel is just designed like a football player. Clock hits zeros, and we will head to the fourth. 42-13, Snohomish trails. Back after this on STSPN.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years. They are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Back to it on STSPN, fourth quarter. Amp Harrell here with you, joined by Ron Henthorn and Todd Elvig. 42-13 your score. Snohomish moving the football and trying to get back into this thing.
Snohomish down a bunch, almost 20 points, right?
More than 20.
Oh, more than 20. Just checking your math out there, see if you're on top of it.
Snap and a give. You're trying to fake me out, but that Rutherford County education is paying off.
Yep.
A lot to a little. Actually, 13's not a little in this game because some folks are getting shut out across WESCO. Antipow on the stop. Third down, and we'll call it 5 from across the 30 to the 29. Trips cascade to the near side for the Snohomish Panthers.
This is a big play for Snohomish. They need this first down.
Straight drop, hesitates, slings it. Excellent pass. Gavin Maynard on the receiving end of that one from Cale Hammer. And that's a first down, as you said, Ronnie. Needed that one. A little soft coverage, perhaps, from the Liberty Patriots. Jackson Thorson on the cleanup.
Yeah, Panthers need to score fairly quick and often.
Early and often. Wildcat. And Orgill trying to get around the edge. Breaks one tackle, but not the second. And he will, I think he'll lose a couple, actually.
Looks like he did, yeah.
Yeah, the protection was not there. They'll officially say no gain and then officially move the marker back about a yard. Under 11 to play in the third.
The second, about 13 to go.
Yeah, second and goal to go from the 13. Subs will check in as out goes McDicken. Different tight end package out there. They'll go trips to the left. Cale Hammer back in with Kyle Larson to his left. I'm thinking direct snap here. Nope. Snap and a play fake. Hammer going to keep it himself and ride his blocks and get down about the 4. They're going to say the 7, excuse me.
6 or 7, yeah.
I like the play fake and the play call there for the Panthers, but just a lot of white shirts. 3rd and goal from the 6. Under 10 to play. This drive is taking too long. Twins to the far side. Jet motion. They will keep backside. Counter against the jet and into the end zone. Cale Hammer.
Cale Hammer says, I'm going to do it myself. I guess that was the play call. So
I like the call. They went Mason total on the jet, and it faked out everybody, including the camera guy. And then he injects it across the goal line to pay that one off. 42-19. They missed the extra point, but you look at your play chart, you look at the chart, and in this situation, you kick the extra. That one is clubbed up and no good. So we'll go to the break. Down 42-19 with 9:37 to go. Back after this on STSPN.
Just another one.
You may have heard the phrase, the early bird gets the worm. Well, at Bickford Ford, the early bird gets first crack at the new 2023 Fords. Right now, order a new 2023 Ford F-150 and move to the front of the line for America's #1 truck for the last 45 years. Or start your order on the 2023 Ranger, Edge, Bronco Sport, or Explorer. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership. Bickford Ford on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or at bickford.net.
Back here on STSPN, planning to award our adrenaline fundraising players of the game after this one, but we've still got plenty of opportunities for this game to change. We've seen a lot of things change on a dime in this one already, with the quick play after the half for Snohomish, for the fumble that bounced and bounced and bounced and bounced. So plenty of game left here for Snohomish, Ronnie.
Yeah, 3 scores down, though, in 9 minutes. It looks a little tough the way the Patriots have been playing, so they're going to probably burn at least 4 minutes off the clock on this possession.
Well, that's the question. Do you want to run and try and chew up clock? Do you want to dart it down the field and score some more? That one is out of bounds, so that's a penalty.
Yeah, that's going to put the ball in really good position.
I don't know if that was, I don't quite think that was an attempt at an onside kick. I think that was kind of a pooch kick, and it didn't pooch properly.
Yeah, it was an unpooched kick.
So that will put it at the 35, and so Liberty can do all kinds of things here. Oh, they're going to put it at the 40, excuse me, high school rules, not college.
Got to go 5 on that.
Let's check our out-of-town scoreboard again, if that's all right with you guys. Mount Si with a 26-0 lead over Woodinville. That one in the 4th. Mariner 28-0 over Jackson. Cedar Crest beat Meadowdale 25-0. Lake Stevens in the 4th up on East Lake 42-14.
Look at that.
There is a rip of a run. That's again Talon Fan. Just right up the gut. Cedar Park Christian over Granite Falls in the 2nd, 17-0 Eagles. Kings over Sultan, 42-0. Cascade just whooping up on Everett, 48-7. Bruins are going to go to 6-0 easily. And Monroe in the 3rd up on Shorewood, 55-8.
That's got to be running clock there at Monroe then.
Oh, and Linden with a 49-3 lead over Archbishop Murphy. Both of those third quarter scores.
Yeah, both of those running clocks again.
Fumble on the play, and it looks like Snohomish got it.
Yeah, that's not good for the Patriots. They were trying to run the clock down and lost the ball. That's your fault. You weren't watching the game. You were giving out scores.
I was talking about scores. We focus on the game directly in front of us. Ball popped loose, and Johnny on the spot was Mason Orgill. Mason Orgill wants a shirt. He is making a case for Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game.
Well, that's a break for the Panthers. They get the ball back here almost midfield. Let's see if they can make something quick happen again like they did last time.
They've each had a stop. They've each had an opportunity off of these turnovers, so let's see what Snohomish can do. Cale Hammer from the gun. Drops back, steadies his feet, and then just takes off. He's got the edge and taken down inbounds. Ow, that was a violent hit out across the 40. I don't like the look of that with my senior quarterback.
That was Nathan Dennard that did that. Oof. That's your man.
That got popped, yeah. Dennard has had himself a whale of a game offensively and defensively. Snohomish Panther first down, and I kind of like this one read look for Cale Hammer. If he ends or the linebackers do a certain thing, he gets free reign. Dumps that one off complete to McDicken. He says, all right, we got the stop, we got the takeaway. Let's take care of business with some quick hitters.
Second a little bit for first. They'll see if Hammer hands this one off or takes it himself.
I think he's gonna go for a screen or maybe some kind of little short curl off to the right side. Motion comes out, screen.
Oh, that didn't work.
Yeah, here's the problem with that, Coach Ronnie.
Yeah.
If Coach Amp can see it up here, Liberty's coaches who actually get paid to do it can see it up there.
Yeah, I think sure they could.
Little leak into the backfield, and they were just trying to set up the soft stuff, and white shirts say, no sir, no sir. Sub checks in Parker Jackson, replacing Wyatt Doran. Third down.
They're down about 4.
Yeah, lost a yard and a half on that play. Snap, play fake. Running for his life, dumps that one off, incomplete. Had a man in stride in McDicken, and it burps loose. And that'll bring up fourth down, and you got to go for it here.
Got to give that a defensive stop for the Patriots because they pressured that pass. He had got that off. He threw it faster than he wanted to, or sooner than he wanted to.
Yeah, but if he didn't throw it that soon, then that would have been hit for the play. Sack.
Yeah, he would have been a sack, yeah.
7:23, and the clock stopped on the incompletion, so you have a little bit longer to think about this fourth down and 3. Snohomish has to convert first. That's the first priority here. 2 receivers, wide side left. Snap, give, short side, nub, run, and they're going to pull him down short of the line to gain. That is the play of the day right there. Jackson Thorson.
Ran the ball instead of throwing the ball right there. That wouldn't have been my call.
Well, it was almost a little bit of a Statue of Liberty. It was kind of a fake because he went with that kind of reach around the corner handoff to the short nub side and then ran like it was a sprint pass.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm calling that one the play of the game, because Jackson Thorson read his keys, he stayed home, and he made the tackle. Turnover on downs. Liberty ball, 7 minutes to burn. Last time they had the ball, though, and in this situation, they put it on the carpet.
Yeah, they fumbled it, but let's see if they can hold on to it this time. They didn't burn off a lot of clock time, maybe a couple minutes.
7:16 left in this one. Snap, give. They'll give it to a slightly bigger kid this time. Eli Schaefer, 5'9", 145. Their every down back is Talon Fan, who's 5'3", 130. I don't like this if I'm Liberty, that my pound the rock hosses that we're going to grind out the clock are combined under, let's see, what is that, 130 and 140, so under 280.
Yeah.
They combined way less than one of the linemen for Snohomish. 2nd and 5, snap, give. ducks his head and keeps the legs moving, and that's Pham again.
Within about a foot or so of the first down here.
No quit. Tackle on the play by Andrew Siemens. And so, did I hear that there was a penalty after the play?
Clock stopped.
Dead ball taunting against Snohomish, so that's going to give him the first down.
Yep. That's the last thing you need to do, is to have that kind of thing happen.
And you see Coach Hammer right above the word Liberty there. He's like, what happened? What did he do? Oh, you better enjoy your Gatorade, Powerade, or whatever your sports drink of choice is.
No, that's a 15-yard penalty, isn't it?
I think it is. I'm just saying, if I'm a Snohomish guy, hydrate now. You're going to need it. I don't think that it's like it was when I was down there by a football field where they could run you till you puke. But I'm going to find out what the rule is if I'm a coach for Snohomish, and I'm going to go right up to it.
Yeah.
The unforced errors are just infuriating.
Wow.
And it's emotions are high. It's homecoming. Everybody and their dog is here.
And Panthers are probably feeling it like they're going to lose it, even though they don't know they're losing it. They think they're starting to feel it.
Yeah, like this one's getting out of hand, and it's getting away from them mentally too. You can't lose the mental game because everything else is going to go away after that. 42-19. Snohomish trails. Back to work with it on the ground. New running back is Jace Eiler. Ooh, Jace Eiler's got some size. He's a sophomore at 5'10", $185.
Yeah, he's a little bit bumped up there too.
Yeah, so I also like the look of this squad, their approach now for Liberty, is they'll line up and then they'll pop up and lock down because this is a run formation. We're not going to get cute. We're going to ram the ball down your throat, and you're going to try and stop us. Pham off ball right hash. They could throw a screen here if they wanted to. Oh, false start.
Yeah, that's going to cost them.
Procedure against the Patriots. And they've got some young guys out there. Sutton Flint and Jackson Taylor, guys that really haven't seen the field thus far. Snohomish is still going with the familiar faces. McDicken out there, Lucas Bosa.
Yeah, they're making their starters work out there right now. They're going to keep them out there, I imagine.
I think Deshaun Snyder's out there. Yeah, he's the nose. Snap, give. Hit by the second and third man through, but still churning and burning ahead. Spencer Bowe, 5'10", $155.
Third down, burning clock, going to be less than 4 minutes to go after this play.
Yep.
So just run 2 more plays, keep going.
Yeah, just make them stop you. I mean, you're going with your reserves against the starters, but these starters have been out here all night long. It's not hot, it's not freezing cold, but you're just getting gassed.
Yeah, getting gassed, and like you said a little while ago, the mental game might be getting to them a little bit too. It's like
3rd down and 6. Jet sweep motion. Snap, give. That one kind of floated, but he'll put the loaf of bread away. And then just surging free. One man to beat. And he is taken down inside the 10-yard line. Sutton Flint, the freshman, on the jet sweep, and he very nearly found pay dirt. Penalty marker down, though.
Yeah, I think there's a penalty right down there. Either it's going to be, might be a downfield block. I don't know where that ball's going to come back to.
Well,
spot foul?
I don't know if it was a downfield, illegal man downfield. I'm thinking it's either a hold or a face mask.
He's showing a hold.
That one's a not often used signal.
It's going to go against Snohomish.
Yeah, it's against Snohomish, whatever it was. I'm not as familiar with those signals as I should be. Waiting for our PA guy. They don't know either. That is horse collar type tackle. I was afraid it was a face mask, but that's going to be a half the distance tacked onto the end, and it's 1st and goal to go from the 3. Yikes.
And the clock's running. I'd say that was almost the nail that goes in the big box, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing shovels of dirt onto that coffin. And now, if you're Liberty, you got to give it to number 10 again. Where is he? Probably getting oxygen on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Motion comes across, snap and a give. That's Pham. He's a walk-in touchdown.
Yep, he's in easy.
Tailin Fan, not Pham. And he will just ride in with 3:31 to go, and the clock is stopped. That will put this one on ice for the Patriots. 48-19. Liberty swaggers in here. They try and go force on force against a much larger team, and they fail. And then they see something in the downfield passing game, and the thread is pulled, and the sweater unravels.
And the extra point's good.
49-19, 30-point lead on the road for Liberty, ruining homecoming. Back after this on STSPN.
It's very likely where it's going to end.
And Matt, Waterline.
Hey, how you doing? We're here in the U District on a Thursday, replacing all the buried galvanized that's in the line.
Each of our homes depend upon their connection to water and sewer.
Hey, we're under the porch, putting in all new PEX, replacing all the galvanized, including the hose bib.
Over time, these lines age, change, and break down.
We're making our last connection. That's capping an old galvanized water line, and we should be done for the day.
Our Waterline team can help to make sure your connection runs smooth, healthy, and clean.
Yeah, I just wondered.
And back here on STSPN, stick around after this one's over with, as we'll talk to our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game, and we'll talk to our Les Schwab Tires Lineman of the Game. Appreciate all of our sponsors for helping us bring this coverage to you just about every night of the week, it feels like. Volleyball, basketball in season, lacrosse, and of course, American rules football. 49-19. Big return, Parker Jackson. Big return. Parker Jackson surged through and was finally tackled by Eli Schaefer.
Gave the Snohomish Panther fans a little bit of excitement there. They started to make noise. But they haven't left the building yet, although some of them have.
Well, I mean, it's homecoming night. You're going to have to turn out the lights, blink them a few times to get some of these guys out of here.
Yeah. Well, there's still a few unfaithful fans leaving.
Yeah, some folks are here. Some folks are here for the party. Some people are here for the game, and some people think a 30-point deficit is just too much to watch with 3:22 left. Yeah. We're glad you're still here. Mason Podol with that little comebacker. The leg flew around. And you've got David Hammer in as your quarterback now for the Snohomish Panthers. David Hammer, number 7.
That's interesting.
Got Garrett Kramer out there as one of your wide receivers. Kyle Larson still running the show from the fullback spot. Trips to the right. David steps up and slings it. That one broken up. And yeah, Sutton Flint is mad at himself. He got both mitts on that thing and just dropped it.
Yeah, he thought he had it. I thought he had it for a minute.
Watch this. He's in the left side of your screen. No.
Stepped right up there in front.
With the pass, that stops the clock with 2:42 left. 30-point lead for Liberty on the road. From the gun, David. Airs this one out, and some hand fighting. Wow! Penalty marker down. I'm hoping this is not an OPI. I hope this is a defensive holding call. But Wyatt Doran and Sutton Flint. That's a hold. That is a defensive hold. And so we're going to get some extra yardage tacked onto this thing.
Well,
I was afraid of a push-off.
That's a completed pass, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to get some extra yards on top. He got separation and made the catch. Oh, they're going to just decline it. Okay. They're going to go DPI instead of the hold. But that is a thing of beauty.
Yeah, the hold would have brought him back to the line of scrimmage, wouldn't it?
So David Hammer through the air with a good completion to Doran. Trips to the right and a back that way. Goes counter to it. Mason Podol trying to break tackles out to about the 12. Tackle made by Elijah Valak, probably coach's kid.
Panthers trying to make something exciting happen here in the last 2 minutes of this game, just to give these kids a little chance to get some
playing
thoughts,
time and
playing
respectability.
Time, good thoughts back in their heads, you know.
Trips to the left. Could go screen here. They will not. Pump fake and then slings it, and that one is picked off.
Oh, you threw it right in his gut. Did you see that?
And Kyle Davis gets in the way on a little slant, and it is celebration time in Renton.
There's my boy. Give Kyle Davis player of the game for that stop.
That is unbelievable. He was being engaged by Peyton Clark, the offensive lineman, and he got his hands out and just gobbled it up like Pac-Man.
Yeah. Well, it's victory formation time now for the Patriots. So.
Yeah, Panthers have all their timeouts, but I don't know why they're going to call one right here just to talk about this. Liberty calls the timeout. We'll take one break and get this thing reset on STSPN.
I think Liberty called a timeout.
Back to it here. Got to say, the Generac generator, that may come in handy this winter.
Well, let's hope not. I don't want to have to turn my generator on.
Well, I've heard that it's a La Nina year, which means we might get some bitter cold and snow dumped on us. Hard to believe now with a 69-degree day today, but Liberty goes into the victory formation. There's the first kneel down.
I imagine there won't be any more timeouts called, so that minute 30 is going to just run off the clock here.
All kinds of reserves and subs out there. Riker Cruz on the field for Snohomish. William Hernandez. Going to award our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game after this one is over with. And we'll talk to our Les Schwab Tires Lineman of the Game. Another kneel down. Roan Klein. And we appreciate everybody tuning in for this one. Amp and Ronnie hanging out in the booth. Ronnie's making sure we get all the names called out here.
Well, we tried. Dane Jensen get a chance to go in and stand in there for a minute.
Yeah. Hey, you get time on the field with the varsity. Or in a varsity game, I should say.
Yeah, it's...
There's the kneel down, and I think that is going to do it.
Well, that's going to stop the clock there. No, it didn't stop the clock. I thought they were going to call it offside. They're going to let it go.
Yep, that will send them to the sidelines and send some fans to the exits. Liberty with the win, a statement win. You come up here and beat a good Snohomish Panthers squad, 49-19. Though, admittedly, Snohomish helped with the turnover, with the penalties. This was one of those that, Liberty dominated on the scoreboard, but Snohomish has a lot of things to work on in practice.
Yeah, Snohomish did make some mistakes, but Liberty, I think, outclassed them overall with the speed and the ability of the kids to play. They do some nice passes, some nice runs, and their game plan worked for them. They got a little bit ahead, and they started running the game, and Snohomish couldn't stop them running, then they couldn't stop them passing, so they took it away from them.
And Liberty fans who may be tuning us in down in Renton, down in South Kinko, stick around because you guys are going to get to hear from your players, because Liberty is getting the Player of the Game and the Lineman of the Game awards. So we'll have those players up here shortly. They're going through the handshake line right now, but they are riding high with an undersized offensive line, with an undersized team, on the road, hostile environment, packed house on homecoming.
And a lot of fans from down the Renton area worked their way up here, and that's a good hour drive down that way. So they'll be happy on their ride home.
And they'll be happy to be able to watch this when they get home too, because we are going to have Snohomish, or we're going to have Liberty players up here for our post-game interviews. I suppose we'll step aside for a break, try to find some players. Back after this on STSPN.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Hey, South Whitby got a win tonight. Back here on STSPN, and as you may or may not have heard, I don't know when my mic got turned on, checking the scoreboard, the South Whitby Falcons got a win tonight, 38-35 over Alma.
Well, that's kind of a good win for them.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Oh, and we've got our first, actually we've got both of our Liberty players of the game. So we'll interview our player of the game. Player of the game is, of course, presented by Adrenaline Fundraising. And we have Nathan Dennert getting the headset on right now. He is a 6', 170 senior running back, defensive back.
Nathan, can you hear us?
I sure can.
Heck of a game you had out there on both sides of the football, sir.
Thank you. It means a lot.
So first of all, you were flying around, you were making tackles, you were running the ball well, a little bit of a struggle in the first half and opened up in the second half. What really sprang your success?
Man, as a running back, I got to give all my success to the O-line, man. They were blocking their butts off. All my credit goes to them.
So you got a couple of touchdowns tonight down there.
Sure did.
Did it feel good?
Yes. Felt very good to get in the end zone.
Look in the camera right over there. Some folks I'm sure are going to be watching this one. Yeah.
How you guys doing?
Say hi, Mom. Is that what you said?
Mom, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you think about the way your game plan worked out for you tonight?
Man, we came in here knowing what we wanted to do, and we executed well. You know, we knew we were going to run the ball, maybe spread it out, hit a couple deep shots, and that's exactly what we did.
Well, to that end, to jump in on this one, Ronnie, with that game plan, I mean, we were looking at it in the first quarter, and your linemen were undersized. The running game just was not really working, and then they tried a deep shot. Your coaches tried a deep shot. It just missed, and that was the moment everything changed. Was that what it was like with the play calls?
Honestly, we knew coming in that, I don't want to throw shade or anything, but we knew that one of their DBs couldn't match our speed on the outside. We're like, okay, we're just going to keep targeting this guy all game. And we did, and we got some success.
Any additional questions there from Ronnie?
Go ahead.
So how about the defensive side of things? Because you had some solid tackles and some good stops yourself, and as the offense went, the defense tightened up as well. What did you see out there? What did we not see?
Going in the half, we knew that they wanted to target number 22. That's who it was.
Yep.
And we had our linebackers filling that gap, and he just kept on cutting it back outside. So Coach told us to just keep reading, keep shuffling, and make those plays.
All right, we got the Adrenaline Fundraiser Player of the Game shirt here. Just hold it up in front of you, turn it around, face that big guy in the corner. He wants to take your picture and post it all over the world for everybody else to see.
Thank you, guys.
Mind if I get a shot with a helmet?
Go for it, man.
This is cool. I like it.
A very nice helmet.
Yeah, and just putting that on the Tron as well. So congratulations.
Thank you, guys. It means a lot to be up here.
And he is our Adrenaline Fundraising Player of the Game. That would, again, be Nathan Dennert. And so now we'll switch out the headset and put our lineman of the game on. Appreciate it. Big win for Liberty. If you're just joining us, 49-19, the big win. And Bryce Anderson getting the headset on now. He is our Les Schwab Tires player or lineman of the game. Bryce Anderson is 6'2", 195, 2A lineman, and also another senior. Congratulations on the big win, first of all.
Yeah, thank you. We came out and we did our job. We got the win.
Well, go ahead, Ronnie.
Let me ask you a question down there. We look at the roster down there, and it looks like they got guys that are like twice as big as you are. How did that work out for you guys on the line down there?
Well, we've always been undersized. We know we're coming in. We're going to be undersized. We know how to stay low, and we know our assignments. We know our technique. If we got the technique, we're going to win, and that's what we did.
Well, it looked like you did it well tonight, that's for sure.
Thank you.
Now,
appreciate that.
It was a little bit of a rough go on the line for run blocking in the first quarter and the first half. What about the pass blocking, and really what changed as it opened up in the second quarter?
Yeah, so they came out with a different front, and our run game started off a little quiet, but our pass, we knew it was always there, and we had our assignments, and we pass blocked well, which helped us in the first half.
Now, do you like playing both ways?
I do. I love it. I love defense. I always want to play defense. I'm usually a O lineman my whole life, and this year I got to play some defense, which I love.
Like hitting guys, right?
Yep, I love hitting guys. Yep, exactly.
Now, I'm sure that this is the case, but has Coach told you that finding guys that want to hit people in the mouth is hard to do these days?
Yeah, you got to be aggressive on defense. You got to get low, and you got to be ready to get hit.
Yeah. So I guess one other question before we give you your shirt as well, but what's something that we wouldn't have seen from up here that really made this big win work for you?
I just feel like our energy, I feel like we kept the momentum the whole game, and I feel like that's what helped us, especially on the line. You know, we're fast. We played fast. Our technique is amazing, and I just feel like that's what it did it.
Well, congratulations on a great game tonight and a great win. This is our Les Schwab Lineman of the Game T-shirt that you get awarded tonight. Hold that up for that nice picture there.
He's putting in the work.
Putting in the work.
Absolutely. Rock those shirts down in South King County, my friends.
Thank you so much.
Anybody at home you want to say hi to?
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
There you go. Hi, Mom, and hi, Dad. I like that.
Yeah, keeping it simple. And actually, I forgot to ask our player of the game, but you guys are seniors. College, any thoughts, any offers, any interest there?
Not as right now. We'll see later in the season, but I think this will be my last year.
Hey, fair enough.
Yeah.
Any thoughts from our player of the game over there?
Go. You anything else you want to add?
Yeah, about the college thing. I'm working towards it. If opportunity comes, I'm going to swoop on it. I've been going at this for trying to get recruited since freshman year, man. So if it comes, it comes.
All right, good luck with that, and thanks, guys, for coming all the way up here to the top of this big booth
Thank you
tonight.
so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Good luck in your next game, man.
Yeah, and you've got a good slate in front of you, so appreciate it, gentlemen. Big win. Any final thoughts on here, Ronnie?
Final thoughts is a great win for Liberty tonight, and they got a couple of good games coming up ahead of them, Mercer Island, Hazen, and Lake Washington. They should be able to take care of most of those and come out really strong going into the playoffs.
And what's next for Snohomish? You had that down here as well, right?
Yep, Snohomish right there. They got Shorewood, which they should be able to get through, but then they're going to face the big Monroe team, which won big tonight, as you said earlier.
Absolutely. So we will actually, I didn't get to the final score on that one as we wrap things up, but final score 62-8 over Shorewood.
Yeah, well, Panthers are going to have their hands full against that, so they're going to have to work hard against that. So anyway, great game tonight for the Patriots and a great win for them.
For the great win for the Liberty Patriots, and we'll re-rack for next week for the Snohomish Panthers.
All right.
For my broadcast partner, Ron Henthorn, for Todd Elvig at the controls, and for all of the folks back in the booth putting in the work. Final score, as you can see at the bottom of the screen, 49-19. Liberty beats Snohomish on homecoming for the Panthers. This has been another presentation of STSPN presented by Les Schwab Tires. Good night, everybody.
Good night.